Hello, queens and kings. My name is Thandeka Shabangu. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Today, I'm wearing my second item from my secondhand thrift shopping. It's called thrift shopping. I got this one. This is jersey number 2. Remember the first one? This is jersey number 2. I got this one for 20 Rand. It's burgundy. I googled it. It's burgundy. It's not maroon. It's a burgundy color. The only thing, it's burnt a bit, but it's a small part, you know. But for 20 Rand, you're joking. I love it. I love my burgundy top, not maroon. Okay, today we're continuing with our thick diamond. We're continuing here where we left off. So let's get started. 2 black and 2 blue. So my burgundy. For me, colors, it was only dark blue, dark green, and then, you know, realize good to know there's other colors like burgundy and turquoise, you know. For me, it's just turquoise is blue that looks like green. It's blue that is almost green. That's how I describe colors, but no. 3 black beads, like beige. Beige for me is light brown. 1 black and 2 white. 1 black and 2 white. We're continuing with our white. So now you're going to pick up 1 white and 2 black beads. 1 white and 2 black beads. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. So at this point, you also expanding your red, and at the same time, you also expanding that second black line. So how do you do it? You pick up 1 black and 2 red beads. You insert into the central bead, and then you pull. You continue with your red diamond. I noticed that in the previous video I said red, green bead and red bead. It's a red diamond. I was talking about diamond. In my head, I meant diamond, but what I said on the previous video, I said bead instead of diamond. So now you're going to continue expanding your red. You're going to pick up 2 red beads and 1 black bead. Does black come in a different shade? I think black is black, hey? The color black is gray, a light black. Something to think of. You're going to pick up 2 black and 1 white. 2 black and 1 white. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. What happened here? My beads are in an entanglement wink with each other. Okay, so now we're going to pick up 2 white beads and 1 black bead. 2 white beads and 1 black bead. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead like this, and then you pull. And then you pick up 3 black beads. 3 black beads. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. You continue to drive your blue to the end. What do? You're going to pick up 3 blue beads. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. So now, because you're turning, for this pattern, every time when you turn, the first 2 beads are going to be your black beads. And the remaining 2 beads are going to be dependent by where you are within the pattern. So in this case, you're going to pick up 2 black beads and 2 blue beads. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. When that needle was not going through, I was getting flashbacks from Isakil. Like, I'm still so traumatized. 3 black beads. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. Then you're going to pick up 1 black bead and 2 white beads. 1 black and 2 white beads. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. So now you're going to pick up 1 white bead and 2 black beads. 1 white and 2 black beads. Then you're going to pick up 1 black bead and 2 red beads. 1 black and 2 red beads. And then you pick up 3 red beads. 3 red beads. And then you pick up 3 red beads again. Remember, we're doing this part, the diamond. So it's not like the frame. So we're going to seriously expand or solidify the diamond. 2 red beads and 1 black bead. 2 red and 1 black bead. Today is a Thursday night. You know what I love about my Thursday nights? 90 Days to Wed. I enjoy that show so much. You're going to pick up 2 black beads and 1 white bead. Take your needle, you insert it into the central like this. I want to see what quality and big add is up to, you want to pick up 2 white bead and 1 black. Apparently both of them, they have 2 new partners each. No, 1 not each, like 2 like they know. No. 2 white beads and 1 black bead. Using bedeke manje isilungu. Hey. And the sad part is that I don't know if it's the sad or a good thing. I was watching a review. Going to pick up 3 black beads on the show. Apparently in America, the season that is just started. So for this week is our 2nd season. Egbeni, the first episode. This week is our 2nd episode of the season. And last week was the first episode of the season. And in America, they finished the season. So I've seen a few things that are going to happen. So, yeah. 2 black beads and 2 blue beads. Remember, the 2 black beads, they are a constant. Wherever you are within this pattern, the first 2 black beads are a constant. The remaining 2 beads are going to be determined by where you are within the pattern. 2 black is the constant, the first 2 black, because it makes up the frame. Take your needle, insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. So you're going to pick up 3 black beads. The way I love 90 days to wed, whether it's happily ever after or what. I even give advices through the TV. You're going to pick up 1 black and 2 white. I'll be shouting at the TV and be like, why are you doing this? Big edge. No. You very rude, my buddy. I'll tell him through the TV. Going to pick up 1 white and 2 black beads. And I'll be like, Mother Debbie, no. Stop being too obsessed with your child, man. He has to grow up. Allegedly. Hey, I don't want to be dragged. 1 black, 2 red. And then you're going to pick up 3 red beads like this. And at this point, this is where you're going to introduce the black frame. So what you're going to do, you're going to pick up 1 black, 1 red, 1 red, 1 black, and 1 red. Like this. Please, Queens and Kings, comment down below the kinds of TV shows you enjoy to watch. Okay, so you see where you're going to introduce your colors for your diamonds or your diamond frames. It's the same central point. I'm using a ruler to show. Let me do it like this. So you see, at this point where you introduced your red, it's the same line as where you introduce your black. You see, you always introduce them at the same point. See, it's the very same line. So also, when we're going to introduce the small diamond, we're going to introduce it at the same point. So if you introduce it, maybe now you're going to pick up one red, one black, and one red. Your diamonds are going to be skewed. So you have to make sure from the beginning, the same line that has been followed. See, introduced, 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 introduced. It's the same line where you introduce. It's the central point of where things happen. So now you're going to pick up 3 red beads. So you have to make sure that where you introduce your colors, your diamonds, and your diamond frames, it's the same point. I hope it's understandable. Then we pick up 2 red beads and 1 black bead. 2 red beads and 1 black bead. Take your needle, you insert it into central like this, and then you pick up 2 black beads and 1 white bead. Take your needle, insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. And then you pick up 2 white beads and 1 black bead. Then you pick up 3 black beads. Take your needle, insert it into central bead, and then you pull. I flipped it from this side to this side. So now you're going to pick up 2 black beads that are responsible for the corner, and then 2 black beads, which are determined by where we are within the pattern. Take our needle, insert it into the central bead like this, and we pull. And then you pick up 1 black bead and 2 white beads. Take our needle, insert it into the central bead like this, like these. And then you pick up 1 white bead and 2 black bead. Now you're going to pick up 1 black bead and 2 red beads. 1 black and 2 red. You take your needle and insert it into the central bead, and then you pull. And then you pick up 3 red beads. And then you expand the frame. So what you do, you're going to pick up 1 red and 2 black beads, because you're expanding the black frame that you introduced before you introduce the mini frame, the mini diamond. You see, my brain is saying the right thing and I speak something different. You're expanding the frame again. You're going to pick up 2 black beads and 1 red bead. 2 black bead and 1 red bead. So you're going to pick up 3 red beads. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead. And then you pick up 2 red beads and 1 black bead. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead. Then you pick out 2 black beads and 1 white bead. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead. Then you pick up 2 white beads and 1 black bead. Take your needle, insert it into the central bead. Then you pick up 3 black beads. Take your needle, insert it into the central bead. You're going to pick up your first 2 black beads, which are constant, and then you pick up 2 black beads that are dependent on where you are within the pattern. So you're going to take your needle and insert it into the central bead, and then you pick up 1 black and 2 white beads. 1 black bead and 2 white beads. You take your needle, you insert it into the central bead, and then you pick up 1 white bead and 2 black beads. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead. Then you pick up 1 black and 2 red beads. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead. Then you pick up 3 red beads. Take your needle, you insert it into the central bead. So remember that you're expanding your frame, your black frame. So you're going to pick up 1 red and 2 black beads. 1 red and 2 black beads. And then we have finally reached the point where we can introduce this mini diamond, the orange diamond, but in a different color. I've decided for this glossy look. It's nice and cute. Remember the line that I mentioned, was it this video or the previous one? But there is a line that you use when you introduce. See, at this black, the red, the black, the white. So that we're at that point. So you're going to pick up 1 black, 1 color, and 1 black. Because now you're introducing this diamond. And then you've introduced the color. Let me do this. Yes. Into that, the same line. The line of introduction. You know those college books? They're like, oh, the line of introduction. 2 black beads and 1 red. And then they release many editions now. Okay? One textbook is 600 rand. Then they keep introducing different editions. Gandhi. They just flipped chapters. If chapter 1 was the line of introduction in the previous book, the second edition will be in chapter 3. It's funny. It's funny. But it's okay. 2 red beads and 2 red and 1 black bead. This is the last line that we will be doing. And then you pick up 2 black beads and 1 white bead. Fourth edition. When you look at fourth edition just has extra pictures to explain how the concept of the line of introduction works. I think I also should make a textbook for beads. I'm joking. Since the Salkila saga, my self-esteem has been very low. 2 white and 1 black. Hi. But I'll be okay. 2 white and 1 black. But we really have to find ways of preserving and, you know, preserving and honoring our traditional beads, because only a few ways. For example, if someone in 2090 wants to learn beads, they wouldn't want to sit down with an elder so that they can teach them. They would want fast, easy ways to access the information. So it's a challenge that queens and kings we can work on. Let us be the ambassadors. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. If you love the content that you're seeing, please consider subscribing. Remember to love yourself. Remember to respect yourself. Remember to honor yourself and have fun. I love you guys so much. This part, I'm going to post it at the same day, but this one will be, I'll post it in the afternoon because it's a series that we have been doing. So I'm going to post 2 parts on the same day. I should have said this on the first video, but it's okay. So yes, from this point, I really trust that you can continue. This point and this point, they're exactly the same. So now all you have to do is continue working on the frames. If at this point you also feel lost, please go back to the initial tutorials and start from day 5. From day 5 moving to day 11, it's exactly the same thing. The only thing is that it's the first diamond, but now you're doing the second diamond. The concept is exactly the same. If you do feel lost from this point, so you go back to day 5, day 6, day 7. The process is exactly the same. Yes. Thank you so much. Bye.